Good afternoon, everyone, from the National Weather Service office in Lake Charles, and a belated Merry Christmas to everyone as well. It hasn't felt very Christmassy out there the last several days. It's been very hot and very humid, but we do have some cooler weather on the way. In about 24 hours from now, we're going to have a cool front make its way through, and we're also going to be dealing with some severe weather here tomorrow afternoon and into tomorrow evening. So let's go ahead and take a look at that right now.
Temperatures are running around 20 degrees above normal again today, with most areas around 80 degrees. In fact, it's so warm and humid outside that we've actually been measuring a heat index. You can see that in the central console there. And it's been making temperatures feel about 5 degrees warmer, so it actually feels more like the mid-80s in some places. So, yeah, there's that. In addition to the warm temperatures, the winds have also been quite breezy today. Most areas have seen gusts from 20 to 30 miles per hour. The wind is a precursor of the severe weather threat that we'll be facing tomorrow, and it's thanks to a strengthening low-pressure system over central Texas. This low is going to wreak all kinds of havoc across the south over the next couple of days. The blue you see on the map are actually blizzard warnings that are in effect for western Texas and New Mexico, who are expected to see anywhere from 20 to 30 inches of snowfall in some areas. Further east across central Texas, flooding is going to be the concern today and tomorrow as the low pressure continues to dump heavy rain across that area. And over towards our area in the eastern Texas and southwest Louisiana, we'll be dealing with the threat of severe weather Sunday afternoon through early Monday morning as the developing front moves east. The Storm Prediction Center has placed most of the area in a slight risk for severe weather Sunday, with parts of Hardin, Tyler, and Jasper counties placed in an enhanced risk for severe weather, which is the next step above slight risk. You can see the definitions below there at the bottom of the screen. There will be a possibility of tornadoes, damaging winds, and large hail across the entire area. And it looks like the greatest threat for severe weather will occur during the late afternoon, into the evening, and even into the overnight hours Sunday and into early Monday morning. The system is expected to develop into a squall line before moving through our area, and several people have asked me over the past couple of days just what a squall line is. A squall line is basically a long line of thunderstorms that develops along the leading edge of a cold front. As you can see in this graphic, when a cold front pushes into an area, it wedges itself underneath the much warmer air in front of it. The same warm air that we've been dealing with for the last week. Naturally, the warmer air rises, as all warm air tends to do, and the moisture in it condenses to form clouds and then thunderstorms. This is what it looks like on radar. A long line of storms that usually moves from west to east across an area. The cold front is usually located just behind the strongest storms, although sometimes it can be even further back. This line of thunderstorms often pushes very strong winds along with it, and this is where you get our damaging straight line wind threat. The strongest winds will often last only 5 to 10 minutes or so, but we can often see winds of 70 miles per hour or more along these squall lines. Besides the line itself, oftentimes we see storms forming ahead of the main line, and these are the storms that are most likely to produce tornadoes. Although the storms in this graphic aren't strong enough to produce tornadoes, we keep a close eye on them for potential development. Once the line moves past your area, which you'll know by the sudden change in temperature and wind direction, there's no longer any threat of severe weather, although light rain may continue for another couple of hours. The good thing about squall lines is that while they often produce very heavy rainfall, they're relatively thin, so oftentimes rain doesn't last for more than about an hour or so. So we're not expecting much in the way of a flash flood threat with this event. Most areas are expected to pick up anywhere from between a half inch up to possibly 2 inches as the squall line moves through. And once the front does make it through, we'll be looking at some much more seasonable weather for the rest of the week. Afternoon highs in the upper 50s, with overnight lows in the upper 30s and 40s. So to summarize, a squall line will develop along a cold front in central Texas and push through the area Sunday afternoon into Sunday night. Severe weather will be possible as the squall line moves through, with tornadoes, damaging winds, and large hail all possible, along with rainfall totals up to 2 inches. Behind the cold front, temperatures will be 20 to 25 degrees cooler than in front of it, and the squall line should push out of Louisiana into Mississippi and Alabama by late Monday morning and into Monday afternoon. And if we don't talk to you before then, we'd like to wish everyone out there a very happy new year.